everybody, welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on. But before we get started, you already know I ask you to do it every single day. Every single day, I ask you to go down in your settings, look around. Yes, look around, find that subscribe button, and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell too so you'll know when I upload or when I just want to pop in. And give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis, the beast, the algorithm. I don't want to talk about it. It has been dragging me. And right over there, yeah, look over there. You see that join button right there? That is for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and a part of the reading club, you will be supporting my channel to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I will be so grateful, so thankful, so appreciative for your support. Also, if you just want to do a one-time donation to the channel, our super thanks button is over on the other side, on the opposite side corner. Yes. And all donations made to the channel is always greatly appreciated. All right, y'all. With all that said, let's get to the read because, of course, I have a lot. And as you can see, I am not showing my face today because I have had a day. So be patient with me. I will be front facing tomorrow. But today has just been a busy day of wrapping gifts and being in my PJs. So give me a break today and I will be back full facing tomorrow. All right, y'all, let's get to this read because, like I said, I have a lot as usual because when I'm putting the read together, y'all know what I do. I have been hitting these internet streets. I have been all up and down and all around these internet streets. I have been on when I tell you every social media platform it is, I mean every social media platform it is. I started out on Instagram, of all places. I did just to see what the squatties are talking about. And all the squatties seem to be talking about the same thing. So I made my way over to what is it? TikTok. Yes, I was over to TikTok, but just for a minute because like I said, I can lose myself over there at TikTok. And then I made my way to Blue Sky and the squatties over there, they're talking about the same thing. And then I landed on X, formerly known as Twitter, and there the squatties were pretty much talking about the same thing. And what are they talking about? They're talking about the smear campaign because the smear campaign on Meghan has been highlighted because Blake Lively, an actress, I don't know if y'all know her or not, but she has filed a lawsuit, yes, and she is pretty much saying that her co-star, I think his name is, what is his name? Justin Badani, and she is saying that he not only sexually harassed her, but hired a PR team to perpetrate a smear campaign on her. And because of this, this has called attention to the smear campaigns and the PR companies that have been used in order to perpetrate this nonsense. And I'm telling you, I saw her filing and she has the receipts, let me tell you. Just like the Sussex squad, Blake Lively is coming with the receipts. And because of that, it is really focusing in on a lot of women in Hollywood, including Meghan, who has systematically been attacked by smear campaigns. So now we are going to get into this read because, like I said, I have a lot and it is so interesting. All right, I'm gonna put this up first. I found this on um, Blue Sky. I don't know why I wanted to say Sky News, Blue Sky. And it is a post from the Washington Post. And it says, months after Blake Lively faced backlash for her lighthearted promotion of It Ends With Us, the actress alleged in a complaint that her co-star, Jason Baldano, but no, it's Jason Baldani, sexually harassed her on the set and then hired a crisis PR firm to coordinate a smear campaign against her to silence her. Yes, she did. And like I said, I saw the filing. I think it's like 70 pages long, and I saw it, and she got text messages and everything. She came with the receipts, let me tell you. Now, I don't know how all of this is going to come out in the washing and the rinsing, but she came in pretty strong with her filing. That's all I'm saying. And we all know, and we have experienced, us being squatties, we are in the middle of a smear campaign, an 8-year long smear campaign against Megan. So we know all of this stuff go on. And Blake Lively is exposing it for everybody to see. You know, they always be trying to gaslight us into, well, they be trying to gaslight the public. They can't gaslight the squatties, but they be trying to gaslight the public that when Megan or when Harry talks about a smear campaign, or if when we talk about a smear campaign, they pretend like, oh, it's nothing. What is that? What are they talking about? It's just that she's just a horrible person. No, it is a systematic smear campaign initiated by the palace, by both palaces, by the royal family and the royal rota. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And this particular squatty said this, posted this, and said, it is something from when Angelina Jolie walked the red carpet with her son. This is a perfect example how they perpetrate these smear campaigns. And she was walking the red carpet with her son that she gave birth to. And they wrote this. It said Angelina Jolie walks red carpet with rarely seen son Knox to get under Brad Pitt's skin. Now she showed up with her own son. This has been what Angelina has done since she divorced Brad Pitt, and that is to go to these award ceremonies with her children. And this is not the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last time because I have saw her where she has taken up to 4 of her children at the same time. This is not the first time for this young man. This is the first time she brought him just by himself that I know of, but she always brings her children. Like I said, sometimes it's 4 of them, sometimes it's just the girls, sometimes it's just the boys. It can be any combination that it is. She don't have a relationship, so when she goes to award ceremony she bring her kids. But what does the smear campaign do to make people try to hate on her about her own son? Does that sound familiar, how they try to make people hate on Megan about her own children, saying that she's keeping them away from Charles and William and all manner of nonsense. And yes, this is what how a smear campaign looks. And this particular squatty said this. It's become so normalized that it's almost forgot the hate campaign against this woman. Absolutely. Because we all know what went down with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. He was the one who had to be investigated by Children's Social Services and his behavior that he was out of control on a plane to the point where none of his children want to have anything to do with him. And you cannot tell me that a mother can turn children against them. They had to see something themselves because they, even the court tried to reunite them with him, but they don't want to have anything to do with him, and it has something to do with his behavior. But nobody wants to say that out loud because Hollywood loves Brad Pitt. He has won that, and Angelina has always been seen as a strong woman, and it is easy to get people to hate a strong woman. I'm just saying. And then the squatty goes under that particular post and says this: it's now clear that everyone, including Hollywood, knows a smear campaign is being run against Meghan Markle. And I'm sure they know who is paying for it. Well, I know who's paying for it. I have said this many, many, many times here on this podcast. If you want to know who is the benefactor of the people who are perpetrating this smear campaign against Megan, you ask yourself who's benefiting from it. Because the person who is benefiting from it is the people, is the very people who are the benefactors. And I down that hill because the people don't do nothing for nothing. They don't. And I have said it time and time again that these people here on YouTube who get all those views are being paid and bots, through bots. A lot of that viewing that comes to those channels are bots, paid bots. I'm saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And this particular squatty went and dug this up. And it says, these trolls seem often linked to Pagefield PR and its partners. Fun fact, a partner at Pagefield was tasked with trying to fix Prince Andrew's reputation. Pagefield has a colossal online communicator troll account worldwide. Okay, what this particular squatty is saying is that this PR firm, what is it, Pagefield, has worked with the royal family before. And isn't it funny that this same PR firm, their partners and its partners are absolutely interacting and subscribing to a whole lot of troll accounts on X, formerly known as Twitter. For example, one of them is Evan E. And hashtag King Charles Angel. And it says right at the bottom of it that Martin Townsend is a follower. And we all know he is a part of this Pagefield PR firm. Why would he be following troll accounts that does nothing but troll Megan, that does nothing but smear Megan? Another one is Royal T. He's in there following that account too. Why? Why would he be doing that? I'm just saying, asking a question. And also Salty Duchess. He follows that account too. And all of these are known troll accounts, accounts that do nothing but trash Megan on the daily. Why would this PR firm, who the royal family have used in the past, why would they be one of their partners be following these troll accounts? I wonder. Just something to put out there. I'm not saying it's connected, but it definitely makes you go say, I don't know. It really makes you think, doesn't it? I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And this tweet right here reminded me of when, well, it didn't start the smear campaign. When the smear campaign truly started was way before Harry and Meghan got married. The smear campaign started when they were doing everything they could to stop the wedding. But when it really, really intensified and really started to show itself, because it was under the cover for a while they were doing their dirty work, we didn't know anything about it. But when they really, really started to show themselves is when Harry and Meghan came back from their Australian tour. When they came back from that Australian tour, that was when the smear campaign got kicked into overdrive. That is when the attacks was coming right and left, and Piers Morgan was on national television every morning, smearing and absolutely just defaming Meghan on the regular. But when Harry and Meghan decided that they were not going to play the game anymore, and they announced that they were stepping back as senior royals, y'all remember this? This showed up in the Daily Fail. And this particular squatter said, yes, I remember evil Camilla's tweet. And her tweet is at the bottom, but this particular article showed up in the Daily Fail, and it says, make no mistake, it's an insult. Fleet Street's jury says Meghan and Harry can expect no mercy after their stunning decision to go rogue and quit. What does that indicate to y'all? That indicates that they thought they owned them. How dare they actually decide that they're going to take control over their own life? Their lives are ours to control, and they were feeling some kind of way about it. And their intentions were to smear them. They really, really focus in and hone in on smearing and sliming Harry and Meghan right up to that point. How dare Harry and Meghan decide to leave and to decide to fight back? Because don't forget now, this is the same time Harry and Meghan start dropping them lawsuits on their head. And so they were really, really pissed about it. And I'll tell you one thing I love about it. Even though it has been a long, hard slog these 8 years, but we at the end of these 8 years, and we're still in the fight, don't get it twisted, we are still in the fight. But at the end of the day, we have won, and they know we have won. They have thrown everything that they can at Harry and Meghan, and they are still standing because it is so many people that never ever could have withstood the bombarding of all of the nonsense that Harry and Meghan had to endure. But like the champs that they are, and like the strong people that they are, they were able to endure it with the help of the Sussex squad. I always have to put the Sussex squad in there because even Harry said when he was interviewed by Michael Strahan on Good Morning America, he had to admit that because of the support that Meghan had prior to coming into that marriage, it is what sustained them. Now, he didn't come out and say the Sussex Squad, but we all knew who he was talking about. He was talking about all of the internet warriors that go to war every day to push back on this nonsense that all of these trolls, all of these toadies, all of these minions, all of these lying flying monkeys, and we can't forget those ugly old hags. All of them, all the nonsense that they put out every day. We go to war with them toe to toe every day. And because of that, and because of Harry and Meghan's strength, they have been able to endure. And look at Camilla Tomney, what she posted down here. And she said, public opinion defines their reputation, meaning that they have the ability to shape public opinion. And if they can shape public opinion, then whatever they say Harry and Meghan's reputation is whatever they say it is. And if she goes on to say, public opinion is in part shaped by the press and social media and commentary, etc. Now she ain't lying. Now she is not lying. And to me, this is why it's so important for the Sussex squad to be out there battling every day. You know what? I go on X. I go, well, not so much on Blue Sky because it ain't a whole lot of nonsense on Blue Sky. But X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, here on YouTube. That's why I put my podcast out every day. You have to absolutely be on the battlefield every day because if you don't, they will take over and they will win because what she's saying is absolutely true. Let me read it again. Public opinion is in part shaped by the press and social media. Social media. Diana would not have had a hard time as she did if social media existed in her time because the warriors would have been on the battlefield for Princess Diana. But she didn't have anybody fighting for her because social media did not exist and Charles and his horse control the newspapers. They control the press and they were at shaping her the public's opinion of her. But they didn't do a very good job because when Diana passed away, when she was taken from Harry and William, when she was taken from her children, the public showed up and showed their love and as admiration for her. And I know this is a little off track, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to post the pictures of Diana's flowers. I mean, the flowers that the people came out and the love that they gave Diana, it was way more than they gave the queen. And she sat on the throne for 70 years. And it gives me so much pleasure. And I hope it gives Diana pleasure as she looks down to see what's going on. That horse, no, out of all of the scheming and conniving, that horse did, she will go to her grave knowing that she will never be as loved as Diana was, and her funeral will never have the tears and the flowers. But I digress. But at the time, they were doing everything that they could to try to destroy her and did. Because we all know how she lost her life and who was chasing her when she lost it. I'm just saying. So this is true. And this is why what we do is important. It is so important for us to be on the battlefield, to re-watch polo, to just not allow these negative old hags, trolls, minions, and flying monkeys to ever have it free and clear. That's what they want. That's why we irritate them so much. That's why they hate on us so much. It's because what they want to be able to smear and treat Harry and Meghan any kind of way they want to in peace. That's one thing the Sussex Squad will not give you is peace as long as you are attacking and smearing Harry and Meghan. It's no peace for you. We will never give you that. And that's what they want. They want to be able to do it in peace. No, no ma'am. No ma'am. That's not gonna happen. All right, y'all. I want to reread that in its entirety so we can get the gist of what she's saying. And I'm going to start over. It says, public opinion defines their reputation. Public opinion is, in part, shaped by the press and social media and commentary, etc. That's what a reputation is. It is defined as the belief or opinions that are generally held about someone or something. Do you see what she's saying? She is saying that the press can shape a person's reputation because it doesn't have to be true. It can be a belief. If I can make you believe someone is bad, it doesn't matter if they're a bad person or not. Their reputation says they're bad and they will be judged by that. That is what she's saying. And she's saying that a reputation is absolutely defined by, in part, by, or, well, let me put it this way. What she put it, she said, a reputation in part is shaped by the press, social media, and commentary, etc. Now, let's think about this smear campaign. The press has been all in on smearing Harry and Meghan. Social media, they've been feeding these trolls. Like I said, you can go right here on this very app, put in Megan's name, put in Harry's name, and all manner of hate content will come up. And they have all kinds of views. Like I said, I believe by bots. And this is the attack. This is how a smear campaign is pretty much orchestrated. And it says social media, and we all know they absolutely be on X, formerly known as Twitter. All of the troll accounts are out there and being fed by all of these bots. And commentary. What is commentary? Them sitting on panel after panel after panel, lying and smearing Harry and Meghan. And so this was the plan. They already mapped out how they were going to go about doing it. And this is nothing new. This game plan has been played time and time and time again. It was being played on Diana before she was taken away from her children. It was already being played on her. And this is an old game. They've been playing it a long time and they're good at it. And Harry and Meghan are pretty much the only people that you can say has been able to survive it. I'm just saying. And the only reason they have been able to survive it is because of the pushback. Because of the pushback, and the warriors out here on these internet streets have not been able to, have not allowed them to be able to do what they wanted to do in peace. And I just love that for them. I do. All right, I'm going to put this up, and this is an example of some of the comments that are being posted under a lot of these posts about Blake Lively. People are coming in. I don't know if they're squatties. I kind of suspect that some of them are just coming in and reminding people that Blake Lively, she's not the first person that a smear campaign has happened to, because presently it is a ongoing one against and being perpetrated on Meghan Markle. I'm gonna put it up, and it says, now that people are talking about Blake Lively, I hope they take a deeper look at the obvious smear campaign Meghan Markle has been facing for years in the hand of the royal family, and now they'll still try and now they are still trying to bully her even after she moved away from the UK. Where is the lie? Where is the lie? And I am hoping the same thing, that, this starts to be aired out, that people start to be aired out and exposed. I know that 2024 was supposed to be the year of that people got exposed, and a lot of people did get exposed, but I'm hoping 2025 even expose them even more. We have some trying times ahead, especially here in America. But I am being very, very prayerful that 2025 be the year that exposure happens for all of these people. We have a lot coming up as squatties. We gonna have a battle on our hands because Harry is going to court, and it's just a lot of stuff gonna go down. But I am hoping, just like this particular squatty, or like I said, I don't know if they're squatty or they are just someone who's able to see what is going on. But like them, I am hoping that this Blake Lively lawsuit or this case absolutely shines a light on all of these PR firms that participate in all of this smearing of people. Because what we discussed earlier about this Page Fields PR firm and how one of its partners, Martin Townsend, follows all of these troll accounts and has a history of working for the royal family. I'm telling you, all of that makes my antenna go up. I don't know about y'all, but yes, I'm hoping that everybody get exposed that needs to be exposed, and I'm hoping that Blake Lively be the catalyst to them being exposed. I am hoping. This sounds like it's going to be a big case. I hope a whole lot of stuff come out, and I really, really hope that it leads to the exposure of what has been going on with Megan, because I'm telling you, all in these comments about Blake Lively, the Sussex squad are some very, very supportive Sussex fans are in there, and they are reminding people that Blake Lively is not the only person who has a smear campaign or is claiming she's claiming a smear campaign. And I'm telling you, if you read all that her court filing, yeah, it was a smear campaign. I know you're supposed to say allegedly, but woo, I'm telling you, she came with the receipts. And I'm telling you, I just hope everybody be exposed. I'm just saying. And this is a catalyst to that exposure. All right, y'all, we're going to switch gears. I want to put this up. And if you have been listening to my podcast for any length of time, you have heard me talk about Karen. This Karen who is a royalist through and through, who absolutely at first was just a fierce, fierce defender of the royal family. Then she made a switch and just really started serving up smoke. She did not talk much about Charles and Camilla. She used to be a ride or die for Charles and Camilla. And then all of a sudden, we started getting her, coming in with nothing but smoke for William and Kate. And we just thought, she was the ride or die for Charles and Camilla, but she was quiet on Charles and Camilla. And since she had been such a diehard royalist for so long and a troll and a toady, we just assumed, at least I just assumed, that she was just mad at William and Kate because of something we all can see that something has gone down between William and Kate and Charles and Camilla. But she came on X, formerly known as Twitter, and she absolutely explained why the change in her. So, yes, I'm putting this up, and this particular squatty said this: Guys, our favorite Karen has something to tell you. She saw God. You have to read her thread. And then it shows where Karen had made this post, and it says, why I stopped being a Whales fan. It was having a detrimental effect on my health. I was on, I said, Seritril. I don't know how to pronounce that, but which I thought was due to the postnatal depression when I had my daughter in 2022. But it was connected to my fandom. I see so many Whales fans suffering from various illness. Mm. Well, hate, lying, deception, smearing, and being a toady and just a unpleasant person will do that for you. I am just not surprised by any of it. And I'm gonna go on and read some of her threads. Well, one post she said, but they would have been ashamed if they could see me. Hakeem and I nearly separated last year. He also is a fan of the Royals, but he was fed up with me talking about Meghan Markle all the time. We even started sleeping in separate beds. I don't want to end up like Arabella. And then she posted some of Arabella's posts, and evidently Arabella absolutely had to get a divorce or she separated because I guess she and her husband absolutely had to part ways because of Megan, because of her hate, her lies, and her pursuit of the smear campaign. And she goes on to talk about some of the other haters and trolls. And she mentioned Haley, who said, yeah, she posted what Haley had posted and said, yeah, he got drunk again today and returned the ring. I'm going to die alone for real. And so Karen, our favorite Karen, she said she didn't want to be like that. She did not want her husband to drink and frequent I guess, a pub that is near her house. But yes, it said like my cousin. She said my cousin is a receptionist there and said that she sees, evidently she maybe see Haley's husband or boyfriend or whatever it is, but Haley's significant other was driven to drink. And Karen is saying she don't want to be that way. On to talk about how it's affecting her faith. She said, it was affecting my faith. How can I call myself a churchgoer when I'm hating on a married couple and wishing they split up? I can see why so many whale fans are just single and alone. The hatred puts you off to others. My grandparents were royalists and they introduced me. And then she has a picture of Little Tooth, Big Tooth. And, Little Tooth, Big Tooth was talking all that negativity about a postcard. And, Little Tooth, Big Tooth, she went to a so called Christian college, Liberty University. And she kind of, well, she professed to be this Christian. And I agree with Karen. How can you be a Christian and all you do is wish for a divorce on this married couple? Because I saw Little Tooth Big Tooth was having a conversation with Pie Face Taz, and they were talking about, yeah, this year, 2025, is going to be the year that they separate. That's what Little Tooth Big Tooth was saying. And sitting up there with Megan's teeth in her mouth, saying that with a straight face, because we all know that Megan paid for them big teeth she got in her mouth now. And because we all know that them little ones she had in there before, God gave her them. And he absolutely covered them up with a whole lot of gum. I'm just saying, because that's why Squatters used to call her Gumby. And I guess she just got tired of that. She got tired of us riding that horse. And so she went and got her some teeth with Megan's money, that money that she makes off of the hate that she generates on these YouTube streets. So yeah, Megan Pay, every time you see her, every time you see Little Tooth, Big Tooth, just know that Megan paid for those teeth, that she continues to spew all the hate out of them. And that's all I'm saying. And one of the squatties did a thread about our favorite Karen. That's what we call her. And this squatty said this: many of them sacrifice relationships, health, and a sense of reality hating on Meghan Markle. Many do it to grift, and we all know Big Tooth, Little Tooth, Pie Face Taz, and Murky Musty Meg. Yes, oh Musty. Yes, her too. They are all grifters. And don't forget the man who is a C, who is a woman, who is a man, who's a woman, who's a man. Sometimes C, that one too. They're all grifters. And that, what is that one from Barbados? That black lady who doesn't do anything but sit down and think of something to lie about Megan about. That's all she does. And she is a number one grifter. I always go back to what she said about Megan, saying that Megan was going to Colombia to get a butt lift. And she actually pretended as if she was serious with that nonsense. And like this squatter goes on to say, many do it to grief. Even more of them start to believe their nonsensical, fantastical lies that they make up about the Sussexes. It becomes a circle jerk of hope and hate and a misery and disappointment. Where is the lie? Where is the lie? And they with everything that happens with the Sussexes, they just hope and pray just negative and horrible things come upon the Sussexes. And they don't know these people, but they are willing to spew all of this hate, all of this nonsense at them. And they, just like Harry said in New York, he feels sorry for them because, and you all know that hurt them. Ooh, in Trollville, they were angry at Harry for having pity on them. Because my whole thing is it's well deserved, because if you see these people, they are pathetic. I'm telling you, they are so pathetic. But like I said, Harry is a better person than me. Harry always has grace. For me, I wish upon them what they wish upon the Sussexes. All that hate, all that vile that they spew, I just wanted to boomerang upon them. But let's go on what the squatty said. In her next post, she said, has our favorite Karen seen the light? I don't know. But the revelation in her thread shows how intoxicating hating on someone can be when your own life is full of misery, such that the joy, happiness, and escape from misery by another becomes a cause to hate on that person. Where is the lie? I have said this from the beginning. They hate Megan because they don't think Megan deserves the life that she has. They see her happy, they see how Harry treats her, and they want that for themselves, and they hate her for having what they want. And then this squatter goes on in another post. This is a thread. She did a thread. And it says, there is a reason why Prince Harry said he feels sorry for those who believe in the lies and hate and disappointment. If you put hope in breaking up a marriage because the couple love each other deeply to escape misery, to thrive, then you are miserable in your life and your relationships. Where is the lie? Most of them, the ones I have saw, they, when we call them trolls, we are absolutely on point in our description. because they look like people who live under a bridge. I kid you not. And you can clearly tell that they have nothing going on in their lives. And so they absolutely pour all their disappointment, all their hate on Megan, a woman they have not met. I saw a squatty saying that said this: when you are happy in your life, it's hard to hate. But if you are unhappy in your life, that's when hate is born. And that is true. These people are unhappy in their life. And as for me, it I am not jumping, I'm not jumping for joy myself. We all have day to day problems and issues, but I don't look to others to make me feel better through hate. Like I said, here in America, for the most part, we look to people who have success as a goal. You know, Harry and Meghan's lifestyle, Harry and Meghan's life and love should be something you hold up as a goal. But these people, they really figure that it's not going to happen for them. And so they hate people who it has happened for. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put up some of the responses to our favorite Karen's post about how she is now seeking redemption from her ways of hating. And here are some of the responses to that. What this particular person says: this, I don't wish her well. I wish her every horrible thing she wished on the Sussexes, multiple times over. Wishing a married couple will break up, attacking their kids. Nah, let her suffer. Cruelty eats you up. Everyone who hurts that couple will suffer. I'm telling you, it is some squatties or some Harry and Meghan supporters are just not having it. All right, and this particular person's response is: hate is opium to the masses, eats on haters' well-being. When you project hate to someone who don't know you exist, it's a projection on yourself and will continue suffering alone. And another person said this: I wonder what happened to her. Didn't know she was struggling. Well, what happened to her is that when you continue to hate and internalize that, you are always going to suffer. And all I can say is, and I hope this doesn't make me a bad person, but I just love it for them. I absolutely do. Because you putting out all that hate. Can you imagine how Megan feels to be targeted by all that hate? So it's hard for me to muster up. I'm kind of like the one that was saying that she don't wish her well. I kind of feel like that. I feel like you have to earn that redemption because maybe you need to get out in the world and do good, and maybe then you can be worthy of forgiveness and grace. But we all know Harry and Meghan are better than us. They probably would show them grace, but I'm kind of on board with nah, not this time, not right now. I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna put this one up, and this particular squatty said this. Well, she's only changed because she got health issues. So if she didn't have health issues, she'll still be attacking Megan. I hope this means she'll stop attacking Megan and face her own life. Karma is definitely going after all those who continue to attack Megan. Where is the lie? Because I'm telling you, karma has been coming through, hasn't she? She has been coming through. She's been getting up every morning, getting dressed, putting on those red bottom stilettos and going right up to their door, knocking on it and kissing them in the mouth when they answer. And we are seeing it more and more every day. And I must say, I am loving it. I am loving it. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this one up. And this particular squatty said this: why this raging fan and supporter of KK Katie, Kate Middleton, and Bully Willie stopped being a fan. Their hate was making her sick. She stated they have no contributions for her to engage with, and we all know that's true. The only activities that Kate and William fans have is to bully and to smear and to absolutely just talk nonsense about Harry and Meghan. That's if you go to their pages, that's all they focus on. William and Kate is so boring that their fans don't want to even talk about what little they are doing. And it's very little. And that's what she said. And it says, except hating on others. That's the only activity that they have because they can't engage with William and Kate because they are not doing anything. And it says, and then he goes on, this particular squatter goes on to talk about the thread that she made. But yes, that's all they can do is to hate on Megan. And it's making them sick. It is, yeah. All right, I'm going to put this up, and this is going to be my last one on this Karen thread. But I'm telling you, the squatties are all abuzz about this Karen and her redemption tour. And this particular squatty reposted another squatty. And the original post said this: y'all come hither. Our favorite Karen wrote a thread. Her introspection provides evidence to support our theory that many Prince William and Kate fans are just Meghan Markle haters, and their hate are just projections of their personal miseries, and they use the hate to fill the void. And yes, 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 I believe that to be all true. And then this other squatty came in and reposted that and said this: I can feel compassion for someone who has been so lighted. I guess she wanted to say gaslit, and emotionally manipulated, they lose touch with reality. These women are not that. These are bitter, unself aware women who choose Meghan Markle as their outlet instead of dealing with their own garbage. Life catches up. Ooh, Lord, they're going to make me shout. Tell me that's not right on point. Tell me that's right on point. She's saying that we shouldn't feel no kind of grace towards these people because these people were using their hate for towards Megan to try to make them feel better. I have said that from the beginning. They hate Megan because the way the who she is and what she has makes them feel some kind of way. They feel jealous. They are jealous of her. They want to be her. So they hate on her. And it is proven every single day. And now Karen has come out and pretty much said it. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. And just like this particular squatter said, life catches up. I love it. All right, y'all. I am gonna change gears a little bit and put this up. And this particular squatter reposted what the Telegraph had posted. And the Telegraph posted King Charles has only come second to the Princess Royal in the number of engagement undertaken in 2024, according to an analysis. And then it goes on to say King crowns second hardest working royal of 2024 despite cancer diagnosis. And this particular squatty said this, reposted it and said this: Britain is a joke. I've never seen a country being so indoctrinated into praising mediocrity. Where is the lie? Oh my God, where is the lie? It says not even other European countries with royals act like this. Where is the lie? I mean, they are so mediocre. And, but I think this was a jab to Kate and William because the king has cancer and yet and still he is the second, he come in second to the princess role. And look at Kate. Kate has done three, I would say maybe four or five. I don't know. You can count how many on one hand. It's not more than the fingers you have on one hand, the number of engagements that she has done this year. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put this one up, and this one is another squatties talking about how King crowned second hardest working royal of 2024 despite cancer diagnosis. That was in the Telegraph, and we all know the Telegraph is Camilla. Camilla is up in here causing problems. And we all know that that was aimed at Kate. And this particular squatty said this: in other words, a cancer diagnosis can't be an excuse. Oh, the shade in this headline, and then laughing emojis. And that's true. The shade in this headline. And we all know that came straight from the horse because the horse's best friend is the editor of the Telegraph. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this one up. And this one is a squatter responding to the BBC because evidently the BBC has been talking nonsense and this squatty had to set them straight. The squatty said this: It has been 5 years since Prince Harry and Meghan left England. FTF. What the F is the BBC whining that the things the couple are doing are non-working roles are the things they could be doing for the monarchy. Why can't they all GTOF the Sussexes? Why won't they just concentrate only on the others? How many times have I said that? And that is the BBC concentrating on Harry and Meghan, who is 5,000 miles away. The obsession is real to the point where they just cannot quit them. I said this in my last podcast. It has become a sickness for these people. And now the BBC is whining because Harry and Meghan is doing all this good outside of the monarchy. And for me, I love it. I love it because Harry and Meghan leaving has really laid bare who was working in that family and who was not, who was the creative ones and who was not, who was the ones coming up with the ideas. We all know that Harry was the workhorse in that family. And as Tina, I can't stand you, Brown, lying Tina Brown, it is a hairy shaped hole over there in that monarchy because Harry was doing so much. I'm just saying. But this particular squatty, I'm going to put this up. This particular squatty kind of says it for me. And I kind of feel like this. This is my feelings. This squatty says this: Girl, yes, I say the same thing. They told her to leave, she left. And they know if she stayed, everybody, and their mama would have been overshadowed. That's why they lie on her every day, saying she is not popular. F them. And that's the way I feel. I feel it. I feel it. Because we all know they want to talk now about who coulda, shoulda, wouldas. And they were saying on a daily basis for her to leave. They wanted Megan to leave. But they did not know. They didn't check Megan's bags before she left because at the end of the day, Megan packed up the baby and their favorite prince. She did. She did. They did not know that Harry was in the suitcase. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, we gonna end it right there because, like I said, I have had a busy day, but I wanted to get in here and touch base with all of y'all. I had to get on these internet streets and find some of the good stuff that's going on that the squatties are talking about and share them with you. But I will be back tomorrow with articles and all kinds of good things to chit chat about. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Oh, wait a minute. I got to put this up. Wait a minute. I cannot go anywhere without putting this up. And y'all know, if they don't know, they will know that the squatties do not play when it comes to Harry and Meghan. We do not play. And we will proceed to eat your face off if you mess with them. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. Bye. Bye.